Good morning, students. Today we are going through the chapter fractions. As we all know, fractions is known as the part of whole. As we already read it in the class 6th. So, as we know, fractions as a part of whole. That means that there is a one circle that is cut it into one end, that is cut it into half. The half of the fraction will be represent it, the darker pink part, as a half part. In their fraction there are two numbers, one is above and one is lower than the number above, which is known as the numerator, and the number below is known as the denominator. The number above will represent the number of the parts that we have, and the number below will represent the number of the parts that the whole thing is divided into. Now there are the three types of the fraction. These all things are that basics that we recall on the basic part as the chapter. The first part is the proper fraction. Proper fraction. What proper fraction is simply the basic fraction that we know as the part of a whole. What is the main thing that we have to always remember about the proper fraction is that the denominator is always greater than the numerator. What it means? There is a number that is above is always less than the number that is below. Numerator is always less than the denominator. Like as there are two parts, one pink and white, that circle is divided half part. 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 2 by 3, 3 by 10, 7 by 10, 21 by 85, 3 by 8. These all are the proper fractions. Similarly, the next one, improper fraction. Improper fraction is basically combination of whole and a proper fraction. What it means? Now the denominator is less than numerator. Firstly, what we have in the proper fraction? Numerator is less than denominator. Now we have denominator is less than numerator. So the part of whole 2 by 2, 4 by 4. These are the simply whole numbers. 2 by 2, 1. 4 by 4, 1. But as we have 7 by 4, here the numerator is greater than denominator. So it will known as the improper fraction. Similarly, 5 by 3 a part whole and 2 of the 3. So it will also known as the improper fraction. Now the last part is the mixed fraction. It is very similar to the improper fraction, but there is a little difference in their representation. As we all know, in the improper fraction, we represented the numerator as the part of the whole and a proper fraction. But now in the mixed fraction, we will represent the whole number separate and the fractional part separate. So this means if we in any object like us there, if we have one part as a whole and 2 by 3 as a fraction, so it will be represented as 1. It will be represented as 1 and the 2 by 3. Mixed fraction. Now the basic mathematical operations that we have studied in the class 6th, addition. In the addition, what we have to remember, we will recall it all on the previously basis. We have the number 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4. So what we have to make it? The first of all, we have to make clear that our bases, like 3 and 4, should have to be similar. So to make this similar, in the last year class 6th, what we have to do? Multiply these number as 4 is there, then multiply both above and below in the fraction different 2 by 3. Similarly, 3 multiplied by the fractions 3 by 4. So now the base 3 by 12, 3 4s are 12, 4 3s are 12. So base is similar, and so the number will be 8 by 12 plus 9 by 12. Now what we have to do, 12 is the common thing that we have to take, and 8 plus 9, 17 over 12. What, in the simple terms, what we have to do, we have to take LCM for the denominator to make them similar. Now in the same case, for the subtraction, what we have to do in the subtraction, similar. If we have any number that like as 8, there is a whole, this is a whole number, so what we have to consider, that 8 is similar to the 8 by 1. As we all know, if we divide it by the 1, there will be no big difference, so we will take it as a 8 divided by 1, and the next one fraction is 4 by 5. So as we know, 5 and 1 is not similar, so what we have to do, firstly we have to make them similar. So make 5 to multiply with the 8 and 1. Now if we multiply by the 5 on the above, in the numerator of the 8 and the denominator, then it will be 8 cross 5 divided by 1 into 5 minus 4 by 5, as multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, 8 5 is 40 divided by 5 minus 4 divided by 5, this will be 36 over 5. Okay students, on these basis what you have to do is complete exercise 2.1. Okay.